welcome back, everybody, to the Sharpshooter Sports Talk. I'm your humble and gracious host, Mr. Brinsky Sharp, on the ones, the twos, the threes, the fours, and the fives, and the six. Of course, we have football back, everybody. Football is back. Week one. We had week zero, but damn it, we on week one. So everybody come on in, come on in, come on in. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. We got other people coming up tonight, man. So definitely got a pat show for y'all tonight. But first, before we even start, make sure I already said hit the like and subscribe button. But of course, I got to introduce my guy, my brother, my dog, Alabama A&M's former running back and graduate, my man with the master plan, Shawn.
Shout out BJ, Bob Jones. You know what it is. Shout out to them. What's up, Kimberly? What's up with you, Toya? How y'all doing, man? Eric D. Much love to my brother Brinsky. Thank you for having me. I'm so excited. Football is here. Herb and Raj, what's up, my OGs? What's cracking with you? Man, love those guys' podcast. Make sure y'all tap in with their podcast too. Absolutely outstanding. I'm at work. I always hit the like button. Always go through there, man, doing big things. Shout out to those guys. Double L, everybody, man. Much love to everybody. Thank you, Brinsky. Football is here, bro. Let's get into it.
Oh, yeah, man.
Lisa.
Oh, man, look at her. She jump on in, and you already know, Lisa, it's free promo. It ain't nothing but free promo. Get that tie-to-tie. Get that tie-to-tie. Just let it wave in your face, ladies and gentlemen. Just let it wave. We waving it all year long. Hopefully we go undefeated. We wave it all in your face all year long. Hopefully we go undefeated, man. Shout out to everybody.
Facts.
Man, my boy can't get right, man. What's going on, man? Jumping in here, showing love. Good to see you, brother. My dude do some of the best lives ever, man. Being there talking some real stuff and be jamming in there. So definitely shout out to him for real. Doing great things, man. And he's coming up in these YouTube streets. Man, you were just at 100 and something, and then now you at 800 and something. Jesus Christ. I like that, man. I like that, man. Salute to you, brother.
Shout out Jeff.
Oh, man. Jeff up in this thing, man. Larry Large up in this thing, man. Everybody up in here, man. Y'all, I know y'all ready for some football. Miss Susan just jumped up in here. What's going on? Man, y'all got me amped, man. I can't wait, man. Y'all just don't know. Mondays is gonna be the show. Monday's gonna be the show for real. I'm telling you.
See, Lisa.
Yeah. Say, yep, Tao has mystical powers more than the dang trees at Auburn. I promise you. F them trees, F everything about it. I just seen our good brother Jarrett just posted this, man. We need him up in here, man. Definitely need him up in here. I'll make sure he get that link and hopefully he'll jump in. Because I would love to hear a good rant right now.
Yeah, most definitely Herb and Raj. Most definitely will, my brothers. Most definitely, man.
Oh, yeah, man. And oh, yeah, definitely shout out to these brothers, Herb and Raj. I made sure I had the show tonight. So I can be on their show tomorrow at 8 o'clock Central Time, I believe it is. We're going to be over there. We're going to talk about this Alabama preview. And we're going to be in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
Love the guys' podcast, man.
Show them good brothers some love. And of course, before we get up in there, both of them just popped in here real quick, man. That's crazy. First to the stage, friend of the show, good brother. He's an Oklahoma guy. We all make mistakes in life sometimes. But
shout out Dwight.
Shout out Dwight down forever and a day. Our good brother, Jason Watkins. What's going on, brother?
Jay Watt.
That's where we headed. That's where you were going with it right off the bat, huh? We all make mistakes in life. Is that where we?
Oh man, hey man, it's a habit, man. It's a habit, man. Because y'all whooped our ass.
We still mad over that ass whooping y'all gave us. We upset by that.
And then
listen, I don't even talk shit over that. You already know.
I know, but
that was one of the few good things that happened for that OU team last year. But I'm happy. Hey, thanks for having me on, fellas. Good to see y'all.
Good to see you, man. Brother. DSGB. What up, broski?
Oh, yeah, man.
Hey, and what's up, everybody?
And of course, man, y'all already know another friend of the show, good brother, pretty much a damn big ass contributor to the show. He's an Auburn fan. He makes mistakes too. That's more than a mistake. That's like a
He's our
life-altering
favorite
mistake.
Auburn fan, Britt.
And our favorite Auburn fan is still F them trees, but we love him over here. Ladies and gentlemen, the man with the master plans, our good friend Tez. What's going on, brother?
Man, doing pretty good. I appreciate the warm welcome, man.
And hold on, Jason, hold on. The man has a gold microphone.
A gold.
Yeah.
Well, he's got the golden tongue too. He's out there. He's got the right sound, everything. You know, check him out. What's up, Tez?
Everybody,
What's going on, man?
Everybody can't afford gold microphones, Jason.
Listen, I get it, man. You know, not everybody's rolling like this cat.
And then I forgot to mention, man, he is the David Ruffin of these YouTube streets, man.
Facts.
The David Ruffin of these YouTube streets, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know where this is coming from, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah, man. Everybody show your love. Show your love. Because y'all already know we talking all college football tonight, man. We talking all college football tonight. And of course, y'all know where we're going. I think we should just go ahead and start there because we did enough talking of it, and so we can get to the other ones. Alabama, Florida State. Let's just go ahead and get it out of the way so we can move on and talk to the other one. Of course, all the talking, all the predictions, all that go out the window this week. We finally get to see some real live action football. Coach Shawn, what is your thoughts? What you analyze all this good stuff for this week for Alabama and Florida State?
So I had to really go back and look, not necessarily at Florida State, but I really had to go.
My fault. I forgot to do one thing before we went. LaToya, I appreciate the $5 super chat. Thank you, LaToya, for the $5 super chat.
Toya, for sure.
Football season is officially upon us. Roll Tide. Love you, sis. Appreciate that. Thank you for your support for all our channels always. And of course, before we get into, since we talking about the Tide.
By team, everybody get your roll on. Everybody get your roll on.
We about to get our roll on, baby. We about to get our roll on up in here. My fault, Coach Shawn.
Oh, you good. I love that, boy. Needed that for sure. Bro, listen.
My bad.
So shout out to my brother, Coach Al, who's an offensive guy like me. Love Coach Al, man. I can talk football with that man all day.
Coach Al,
and still not be tired. Love Coach Al. Love listening to his philosophies. I love talking to any offensive guy. We got Coach Carl on our side of the fence nowadays. Coach Carl, a defensive guy at heart. We got Coach Al on our side. So he sent me a video about what Gus Malzahn of late, and he sent me a video of Tony White of late and some of their tendencies and what they do. I went and did some other research too. That video, I agree with about 98% of what dude said. It was absolutely great breakdown. I need to give him a shout out if I remember his name. Good Lord, I forgot. I'm gonna look it up in just a second. Young man did a great job of the breakdown. I had already done a breakdown of UCF and Gus Malzahn and how this offense he runs today differs from Auburn and what he do differently. A lot of the same things, except for a lot of more pre-snap motion. Gus, listen, man, you change with the personnel you have on your roster, right? Gus is going to come out, especially with a defense like ours. He still run a lot of 11 personnel, man. A lot of 11 personnel. He has a lot of his tight ends offset like a wing. When he's in 12 personnel, they love getting space for clear reads. They love lining up in two tights on one side to the short side of the field to the boundary. But they also go 2x2. A lot of information. These guys went 2x2 a lot, but they had a tight ends offset like a wing back, not necessarily like inlines, we call it, offset a yard behind the tackle. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that. These guys, man, absolutely love to run RPO. You know what I'm saying? They run a lot of different ways of RPO, man. And what I noticed about this guy, they had these set of plays that they run in series. A lot of the RPOs, they love to bring the tight end across the formation and block the defensive end over and over and over, and then they'll do it again and they'll do what we call bluff. They'll bluff blocking, and that same guy that's been blocking will be the lead blocker for the quarterback, counter read. And they'll run these in series. They love to run the flood plays. They love to catch you in zone and run the flood to the zone. They like to overload the zone, running lots of pass routes under the zone. A lot of pre-snap reads we call quick outs. They'll audible off from a quick out to a fade like that. He runs a lot of the same things he did at Auburn, man. It's just now they do a lot of pre-snap motion. They do a lot of different things up front. A lot of overloads with the tight ends on one side of the field. A lot of 10 personnel, believe it or not. A lot of 10 personnel, aka their spread look. So Gus is definitely Gus. Gus be Gussing, right? These guys will do a lot of different things with the quarterbacks, man. A lot of different things with the quarterbacks. They'll bring the tight end, they'll line the tight end out, split out like a wide receiver off the line of scrimmage, right? They'll bring the tight end in motion, and the tight end will help them inline block in the box as they run inside zone right off the tight end's butt. You know what I mean? A lot of that going on, man. A lot of window dressing to get you to look at stuff and run the opposite way. He's still about misdirection. He's still about pulling, right? He's still about misdirection. So this offense is going to be a task, man. This offense is going to be a task for these guys to be disciplined in their eyes. The linebackers got to be very, very disciplined. What I notice about this guy, he does certain things to the field and to the boundary, right? He has every coach has tendencies and things they like to do. This guy loves running two tight ends to the boundary, splits to the field. Seen that a lot. Seen that a lot at UCF, man. Running the quarterback a lot. So these linebackers are going to have to be disciplined. They're going to have to be excessively disciplined with Gus Malzahn. A lot of window dressing. He still do the same old thing with a lot of window dressing, but a lot of inside zone, a lot of RPO, right? And he runs RPOs in a lot of different ways, man. A lot of different blocking schemes he used. As far as Tony White go quickly, did a lot of research on Tony White at Syracuse, at Nebraska, right? This guy's, 335 is their base. We know that, right? He's a 335 background guy, but he's a multiple guy, man. This is a multiple dude. I looked at as much film as I could see on YouTube, and I found as many even front situations as I did odd front situations. So yes, 335 is his base. And on 1st and 10, he'll come out in the 335, but this guy's a multiple guy, man. The 335, these guys are head up on the tackles, meaning 3 down linemen with 3 linebackers right behind the 3 down linemen, head up on the tackles, but they also will run what we call 3 tight, squeeze. They'll squeeze the defensive lineman in tight to stop the inside zone. The thing that I really noticed about them on defense with Tony White is these guys will go from a 3 down front to a 4 down front with the Sam backer and the jack. They'll line up in a 3 down line, a 3 down alignment with the Sam backer and the odd front, but they'll walk the Sam up like a jack on the line of scrimmage, which will turn into an odd front, if you will. They'll do a lot of bringing the linebackers up to the line of scrimmage to show blitz, right? And they'll dissipate which ones will actually blitz. They'll bring the linebackers up in the gaps to confuse the quarterback and bring pressure from different ways, right? They'll back out and bail after showing blitz. All these things is to make Ty, a first-year starter, get the ball out of his hands quick. Like a lot of different things this guy does, man. Traditional even front on certain situations on 3rd and long. So this guy, Tony White, is I took notes on this guy, man. He's very, very, very multiple. Don't get caught up on that 3-3-5 stuff, man. Depending on the speed and the personnel of Florida State's people, I guess, they'll line up in whatever, 3-4 down front. They got a lot of pass rushes over there, a lot of transfer guys that came in from other schools, a lot of transfer guys, man, that they're going to utilize. They're going to try to confuse Ty. A lot of man blitz looks. They have a rover in their defense, as we call it, 5th defensive back, a la nickel, regular zone. I've seen these guys run a lot of regular zone, no matching on the back end. Just find your zone spot and live there. A lot of cover 3, a lot of cover 2, a lot of cover 4, a lot of man free. So what does that mean to the person that don't understand what I'm talking about? It's going to be a lot of opportunities, and they're very aggressive with their safeties. Man. I saw that at 2 different schools. He loved to take chances, man. So the opportunities for Ty to make big plays downfield will be there. They will go 1 safety high. They will go single high safety and be aggressive with him. And you know what that means. They can run the most favorite route of all time. The favorite route that good Lord ever created, the post corner. So you bring your ass out there, your single safety high, and you bite and you come down hard if you want to. We're going to run the post, plant, and it's going to be 6 points for Alabama. So he's very, very aggressive. That can pay off for you. You've got to shake your quarterback. Sometimes it can be bad for you if you got a quarterback to know how to put that thing out there. So in closing, Gus Malzahn is still Gus. A lot of window dressing, a lot of inside zone, a lot of RPO, right? So the linebackers are going to have to be very, very disciplined. Tony White, a guy that likes numbers. Clearly a guy that like to have a number game. A lot of 4 over 3 on the outside. You got 3 receivers. He's going to try to put 4 DBs over there, right? He wants to take away the numbers, right? Clearly he's going to pick on Wilkin Formby and Caden Proctor. He's going to line up with these guys on each edge. He's going to let them make a decision on who to block. He's going to try to bring pressure, confuse them, twist them. A lot of different looks. This guy's going to bring a lot of different looks. So the tackles need to be disciplined, need to be ready. The offensive coordinator need to have plays to get the ball out of Ty's hands with logical play calling on 3rd down. So the great thing is this team plays a lot of what Arkansas does. A lot of what Arkansas do. I think they're a little more aggressive than Arkansas in the back end. So the plays for Ty will be there.
Boy, and this man don't like to give himself no credit. That's one of the best on YouTube, man. I'm telling you.
That was a strong breakdown, bro.
And this is why I said, man, that this man just need to have a coach's corner, and all they do on one particular day just break down whatever game film of that week.
All 22 film.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Shout out to, that's what I like to do, bro. That's what I got into this for. The numbers game guy is Tony White, and it pay off, man. It makes me nervous to an extent because Ty hadn't seen this stuff. It makes me nervous because they're going to do a lot of different things to confuse Ty, man. But it also makes me feel good that we got Daniel Hill, Richard Young, because no matter what defense they line up in, no matter how many looks they show, the running game cures all ills. Please believe that.
It does.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
I'm about to say, you gentlemen have anything to say about this Alabama-Florida State?
I would just say that
I said more than enough when it comes to Alabama-Florida State. Well, I'm just ready for the game at this point.
Little belt to ass seems to be on the agenda for Alabama after all that shit that you got from Castellano. So,
yeah,
one thing I would ask, I think that the only way that they possibly could stay in it for very long would be you better run the damn ball, like you just said.
Yep.
And so for all that mouth that Castellano's been throwing out there, he better be ready to go put his body on the line because he can't throw the shit. So, and I don't think you want to throw against his secondary anyway. So to me, if I'm Gus, I'm like, hey, you put yourself in this position with all that talking and they're going to come, but we're going to need you to run the football.
They're going to try to confuse our offensive line. They're going to try to confuse these guys. Facts.
Yeah.
Especially not when Jaden Roberts not being out there.
Yep.
Man, this game is actually an interesting matchup. I think Alabama comes out on top of the game. If I had to give a score, I'm thinking like 28-14, something like that.
Oh, I think they went bigger than that. Even.
I think I'm telling you, I don't know how this offense is going to go for Florida State, but I know for a fact there's going to be one quarter in this game where you're not going to have no answer for what Gus Malzahn brings. He's good for that every game.
He's a better coordinator than he is a head coach. I know that much.
Yeah, he's going to give you a quarter where you're not going to have no answer for what he's doing and what he's putting on the field. Now, it might not last that long, but he's going to be able to run the ball like what Coach Son said. He's going to run that inside zone. He's going to run the gap scheme. He's going to change up the blocking. It's going to be confusing. But I think that just quarterback play from y'all, man. Quarterback play, running the football, playing SEC football is probably the most important thing for y'all in this game. And what I mean by that, ball control, running the ball, time of possession, drives. Because even what gives me pause about this game for y'all is that Ryan Grubb and Kalen DeBoer at Washington, if you remember, they won a lot of games, but they were in a lot of close games. Like they won a ton of close games, and some of those games were close when they didn't have any business being close. I don't think you can do that down there at Florida State with that crowd. They've been waiting to cheer. You got a quarterback that's just saying all kind of outlandish stuff. He's breeding confidence in players who don't have any business having confidence. You want to end this game early, man. You don't want to get into a possession type game in the fourth quarter down there with a team that you should be dominating. So
they need to dominate them. I think you probably. I could see them going down and like getting an early score or something like that, and confusing and stuff, because you haven't seen whatever their game plan is. I think once it gets out of the script, though, you're in trouble. You're probably in trouble because then now by that time, then Alabama has already made their adjustment, and here we come. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so if it gets to the point where, like I said, if I'm Gus, I'm being like, look, man, your mouth has written the check, so you better get ready to cash it, because here we go. We're gonna need you to run, because we're not throwing against the secondary, and the D line at Alabama is legit. Yeah. They got some depth there. They got strong. They're strong there. So to me, I don't know, man. It feels like a long day for Florida State, even though it does.
Y'all say this, but y'all, I'm not falling for it. I'm just trying to get up out of it. I want it to be like that.
I mean, it's still a tough environment to play in.
What I'm saying, the point,
against a proud bunch of guys. So like, it's not going. I don't know. I don't think
roll out the red carpet for your ass. It's in Doak, you know.
Yeah,
right.
Listen, man. This Castellanos kid, I'm not overwhelmed by his throwing ability, but the kid got some wheels on him.
He can run.
If you get your linebackers looking in the wrong place, and he get out on one of these inside zone, one of these quarterback counter reads, these zone quarterback counter reads, where these RPO style inside fake to the running back, he keep it. They got two blockers on your one player, on duo as we call it, duo. Mm-hmm. The kid can make some stuff happen, bro. I'm telling you. If we're not disciplined and get off the field on third down, this game is going to be a 24-17 type game. I'm telling you. Everybody talking about we're going to blow them out. And listen, man, listen to me, bro. I don't know what the hell we're going to do, because I hadn't seen us play this year. I know our defensive guys in the front seven have to be more disciplined than it was last year, because every time we played a running quarterback last year, practically every time we faced a mobile quarterback, our eyes was in the wrong place, right? We almost lost to South Carolina because of that, right? We did lose to Diego Pavlik because of that. Anytime we faced a quarterback that run this kind of thing, we struggled, man. So I say again, we need our linebackers to be disciplined. Their eyes need to be in the right place, because Gus, that's what Gus does. He runs a lot of misdirection, a lot of things to get you in space.
That's right.
Overload to the short.
He's going to do some weird stuff with his linemen that's going to confuse you. You have to make sure that you stick with your responsibility and you got to be disciplined. I think you're right, Coach. Yeah. I think that's Oklahoma played them 2 years ago after the Red River, and I mean they all but beat Oklahoma. I mean, it came down to the last second, and they weren't very good. I mean, but they had a quarterback like this that really wasn't a great thrower. He could run his little ass off. You know, the converted wide receiver. So it's definitely. I can see them putting you in some weird spots, but it feels like the way the defense came on at the end of last year is what makes me feel like they should be able to figure it out. In the end, though, I don't know how much has Kane Womack, faced off against this Malzahn offense, because he's going to definitely throw you off. He's going to throw some things out.
Yeah, he's going to.
You got to pay attention to personnel too, man, because he's going to move these players around. Like they're not going to be in the same spot. He's going to sneak a tight end where he's not supposed to be. He's going to put a running back in the backfield a couple plays. Mm-hmm. He's going to. I'm telling you, man, he's tough to deal with for about a quarter until you realize that you can just push the team around.
Bro, remember this. He'll run regular base 12 personnel, one back, two tights. But he'll also run 12 with two tights in the line of scrimmage, right? Now, mind you on this, he'll have the two tights off the line of scrimmage, but the two wide receivers deep on the line of scrimmage, right? Mm-hmm. If you know the rule, obviously the base rule, 7 on the line of scrimmage, 4 in the backfield at all times.
Yeah.
He'll have the two tights off the line of scrimmage, two receivers on the line of scrimmage, right? So you better be very, very disciplined as far as the edge rushers, as far as the middle linebackers. Everything this guy does is to set something else up, right? Now, I will say this. He's not very disciplined in his pass concepts. In his past concepts, he's not very disciplined, dating back to Auburn, right? Even
it's not creative at all.
No, they're not very disciplined in their past concepts at all. A lot of high-low. They run the same thing again. A lot of flood, a lot of high-low, right? Like it's almost like one read offenses. If he's not open, run. I mean, that's just things what it does. Every time I see this guy, I see his quarterbacks going through one read, one progression, take off. That's what it seems like to me. It may not be there, but that's what it seems like. So if the linebackers are disciplined, we'll be just fine. If I even go so far as say this, if Alabama's disciplined, they'll get into these 3rd and 7 situations. If they can just get off the field on 3rd down, this shouldn't even be a close game. If that happens.
To your point, he's going to try to. No, I'm saying to your point, he depend in the passing game. He's trying to scheme up blown coverages. Like he's not trying to move the ball down the field methodically through the air. He's trying to scheme up blown coverages for big plays. That's all the eye candy is for. And that secondary, while I think y'all secondary is pretty good, and they tackle well, that's gonna come in handy. Because he's gonna try to stress you on the outside of the field a lot. So
there's a lot of eye candy for sure coming from Gus. He's gonna show you things
what you
nothing. He's gonna show you things that mean absolutely nothing, and then the next time you see it, it's gonna mean everything.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So
that's a good way to put it.
That 3-3-5 that they run, they won't stay in there very, very long. He usually run that against smaller offenses, quicker offenses. You're not going to be able to stay in a 3-3-5 stack, against the way Alabama play with 12 personnel against Bama. They will walk that jack up on the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to. If they don't, hear me now. If they don't, somebody going to have 100-yard rushing at the half. They're going to have to. What I like about our chances against this team is they're very aggressive in the safety spot, man. Very aggressive. These guys take a hell of a lot of chances. These guys, Tony White, it pay off sometime. It do pay off in the run game. Sure. These guys get a lot of stops. But Ty will have his opportunity to throw it downfield in this game. He will.
I mean, I know receiving core, I would hope so.
like I said, ladies and gentlemen, man, can't wait for the game. It was one game I want to just go ahead and get out the way because I'm tired of talking about it. I'm just ready just to see it. I'm just ready to see it, and it's time for the Tide to roll. It's time to get on this national championship. Bro, everybody got high hopes. Even Akron has high hopes. Everybody got high hopes. But
you don't want to be hearing that Seminole.
Like that. Yeah.
You don't want to be hearing that chant come Saturday, man.
Shout out Bishop.
Oh yeah, no, I don't want to hear that at all.
You start hearing a bunch of tomahawking.
If you flip to the channel and you hear that, it's going bad.
Bro, before you get out, Brinsky, let's be clear about something, bro. And this is not being the fan. This is the truth. The truth is in the details, man. This is the truth. What's up, Rob? Shout out to my brother Patriot Life, man. What's up, broski?
Rob.
What's going on? Man, listen. This game is not going to be an easy game, bro. I mean, it's the first game of the season. Man. This is not
they got pride, bro. They got pride too, man. It's
man. This is not
a powerful program.
This is Florida State.
This is not. Listen, it's a lot of variables in this game, bro. It's 2 new coordinators on their side, right? It's 2 new coordinators as far as we had 2. We had 1 of the 2 last year on the defense side of the ball, but listen. It's still a lot of different variables in this game that people just don't know, right? Paul Castellanos' son. Like, we don't know how this dude gonna play, right? I mean, he's a black dude, but I guess he's from New York. I don't know, but listen, man, it's a lot of what ifs in this game because it's their first action. Make no mistake about it, Florida State is gonna come out with one hell of a crowd in this game, bro. And they're gonna be loud. What's up with you, Ebony? Shout out to Ebony, man. right? This is why Bama really need to be disciplined in this game and really come out and thump these guys. But I honestly believe, bro, I'll go so far as to say this and I'll be done. I can say now for like the last 3 or 4 years, bro, when I see Bama in the offseason, I hadn't felt good about what I seen. Like, man, I never told nobody. Only person know is Coach Al. I would always tell Coach Al, like, man, I just don't like what I see. I don't like how they block, and I don't like the offensive scheme. This is the first time I've felt good about the way we look in probably about 4 years. I ain't gonna lie about it, man. I didn't like the body language. I didn't like everybody walking back to the huddle. It just something was off. This is with teammates fighting each other, everybody getting into it, and the team is policing each other. I hadn't seen that since Jonathan Allen and them, right? Yep. So trust me, they're going to be ready for the base things that Florida State do, man. It's just the crowd. We can't get down there turning the ball over. We can't get down there going 3 and out, right? We can't get down there allowing these guys to convert third downs. Third down is the key. Remember what I'm telling you. Third down is called the money down. We got to get off the damn field on third down and get their asses off the field on third. And we got to stay on the field on third down. And that's just the bottom line of it.
And of course, everybody, appreciate everybody coming in, especially over there on the Hall of Fame Sports channel. Appreciate everybody joining in. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe buttons. The like and subscribe button to all the channels. Make sure you show your love. I'm gonna make sure I drop the links throughout the channel. So all y'all got to do is just simply click on them, and you can just be subscribed. Especially over there to Coach Shawn at Just My Humble Opinion Sports. Of course, over there at Hall of Fame Sports with Jason, and of course SC Season with Tez, because we know how these folks be getting mad at Tez for posting SEC content. It's a shot at somebody, just throwing that out there. But of course, shout out to Nick, man. Appreciate the $4.99. My brother said, Coach Shawn, I still have a question for you.
You know what, Nick? I apologize to you, bro, because the other night we got to go in and I starred your question, bro. I started and we got to talking, and man, so that's why I want to go ahead and answer whatever he had, man, because we get to talking and we'll forget about it, man. You know what I mean? My bad for that, Nick.
Yeah, so whenever you post back up here, Nick, we'll answer. Oh, well, Coach Shawn will answer, and we'll get right to it. But of course, guys, we ain't just talking about them. We talking about everything, some of the big games week 1, and I know Jason's favorite team in the whole wide world, those Texas Longhorns and those Ohio State Buckeyes, ladies and gentlemen. The good old golden boy.
Hey, listen, I don't have a whole lot more love for Ohio State than I have for Texas, to be quite honest with you.
the good old Arch Manning, the golden boy. We're going to see can the golden arches. Can Arch live up to the hype this season? It may not be game 1 because I don't know, or he could go in there and light it up game 1 against those Ohio State Buckeyes, but only time will tell. But I'm gonna start with Jason this time because I know he just so dying to talk about his lovely Texas Longhorns. Talk to me about them Texas Longhorns, even though you have all that Oklahoma stuff in the background, my brother.
Listen, I was talking about this the other day, and I'll be honest with you, I think it's going to be a good football game. You know, they both lost quite a bit from their teams from last year, you know, that made runs in the playoffs. So I think the biggest thing that I've been, you know, when it comes to Texas, I don't know that I buy the hype all the way around because of everything that they have to replace up front, new quarterback, you know, a bunch of new receivers and stuff like that, you know, and I mean, even the guys that, you know, we've talked about it a bunch, that I love their running back room, but, you know, you got 4 new offensive linemen and you already lost your starting left tackle, you know what I mean? And so they've got some things that they're going to probably have to work out. And the other thing is I would tell you that if Arch Manning is as good as everybody thinks he is, then it seems like he would have beaten out a 7th round draft pick. You know, it seems like he would, especially when he was hurt for a lot of the year last year. So it tells me that there were some things that when they got into big games against big time opponents, I mean, they just weren't playing him. Now, that being said, I do think this is a chance for for them to go in and get a win there. I mean, because you got a brand new starting quarterback there as well. You know what I mean? And, you know, I like Julian saying, I think that he looks like he's going to be a pretty good player. He won the job, you know, so, you know, it looks like he could be that guy. We're going to have to wait and see kind of how that goes. But I think they have the best two players in the country when you start talking about Jeremiah Smith and obviously Caleb Downs on the other side. So they've got the best two players in the country. They've got the home field advantage. They're going to be pretty high on, you know, giving away rings that day and, you know, hanging their championship and all that other stuff. So listen, there's two ways that can go. I think you can lose focus or it can focus you, you know, because those guys didn't win. I mean, this team, they didn't win it. You know what I mean? It was the team from last year. So it could either motivate you and kind of get you focused or it could turn it the other way around. I do think that they're going to be he bullshitting too. Lying, Bevo. Lying. Stop lying, bro. Come on.
In mid-season form.
Mid-season bullshitting. Every time already. It's week one and he's already trying.
Shout out to Bevo, man.
But I think, look, I just think that it's going to be a good football game. I do expect, I mean, if I'm going to pick anybody, I would probably say it's Ohio State, but I think, you know, I don't think it kills you if you're Texas to lose this football game either. You know what I mean? I don't, even though you are preseason number one and all that crap, does it kill you if you go in there and lose that game? It's a non-conference game. I think as long as you keep it tight. I mean, we just heard that the strength of schedule is going to take a lot more into consideration on playing tough opponents. So losing a game on the road against the defending national champions, who everybody's got in the top 5 anyway, I would say that, you know, it's not a terrible loss. But I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. I just think in the end of the day, I would expect that Arch is going to have some moments where he's going to have some growing pains. I think it's pretty outlandish to think he's going to come in and be perfect from day one. I just think it's a little much to ask from him.
Man, listen, let me tell Jason this. Jason, bro, listen, who are we kidding, bro? The Heisman Trophy already going to be Arch's, bro. They already got one with his name on it, bro. All he got to do is throw for 2,000 yards and 11 touchdowns. They're going to give him a Heisman Trophy, bro. Trust me. They want that kid to win it. It's already preordained, man. It is. Trust me.
But they could go into Red River with at least 2 losses. They could be at 3-2.
Yeah, and I'm being funny because I know the powers that be love the Manning kid. Love him.
Yeah. Listen, there and one thing I'll say, and you know I gotta talk my shit. Texas been off-season champions for a long fucking time, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Off-season winners all the time. They still haven't put it all together. And look, you lost 25 guys in the NFL draft in the last 2 years, and they're supposed to just reload and be better. Come on, man.
I think Texas and Ohio State both lost around the same amount of people, if I remember.
They did. And I mean, I will say this. If Caleb Downs isn't the best player on defense in the country, he plays at Texas, Ant Hill. You know, that dude's a baller. That dude is a straight baller. I like Colin Simmons. You know, I like Michael Taft. I think that they've got some players. Yeah. I'm just saying. They've got some holes to fill. I mean, hell, they didn't win last year.
They bring back a lot of guys now. I know CJ Baxter was tearing it up.
Hundreds in returning production, bro. In the 100s returning production.
You say that one more time.
They're ranked in the 100s of returning production coming in.
I understand because they have a lot of young guys at the receiver position. You got Ryan Wingo up there, who I know Ty is very high on. Shout out to Ty. But I'm high on Ryan too, man. I think Ryan is one of those guys who was in that group with Cam Coleman, Jeremiah Smith, Ryan Williams, Brian Westco. That I think that's one of those generational wide receiving classes. And Ryan Wingo is one of those guys I believe he's going to step up this year. Then you bring back CJ Baxter coming back from injury.
Yeah. Stevie's all the way back.
Yeah. You like you said, you still got Michael Taft. You probably got Defensive Player of the Year on the other side. Anthony Hill Jr. You got Michael Taft back there. Colin Simmons. There's a lot of guys that Texas can hang their hat on. Of course, they're gonna have Malik Muhammad. There's some guys that's gonna be new out there, but I believe they have enough guys that can go out there and compete with Ohio State. It's not gonna be easy.
I agree with that.
Ohio State, the one who really lost a lot.
They did.
They pretty much their whole offense is gone. Everybody's gone besides Jeremiah Smith and what's my boy name?
It's pretty new offense on
Cornell Tate.
That's all.
Yeah, you still bring back Cornell Tate, Jeremiah Smith, and one more. I forgot his name. He gonna more than likely play the slot. Brandon Ennis.
Yes.
But on the defense, it's just brand new faces after brand new faces. That defense last year was 4 or 5 seniors. So
but they still bring a couple.
They've got a lot of returning
3-year guys on defense.
Guys.
Yeah,
they do very well on that side of the ball.
You got guys that gonna be NFL bound.
Yeah,
even though it's their first year, but they still new faces. They're still new faces. But the best thing for them, and I remember me and Coach Shawn talked about this. The difference between Arch and Julian Sand get to play at home. Now, if it was the other way around, I don't expect Julian Sand to go out there and just ball out down there in Austin. I don't know how Arch is going to do at Ohio State. Ohio State is going to be rocking. Of course, they see this the Golden Boy, and this probably be like one of the most watched games in Big Noon history. Yeah, I expect it to be that way. So, man, it's definitely going to be a tight game.
Hey, Ohio State still got Sonny Styles, bro.
Yeah,
Cuz can play.
They still have guys. It ain't like they just some slouch, but they lost so much.
Roster talent, there's Alabama, and then it's Ohio State. Those are the top two in their rosters right now, as far as the blue chip ratio and all that's concerned. It's been like that. Yeah, I know they lost a lot of guys, but it's not like they've been recruiting poorly.
Right. Yeah, I think Jackson back. I'm not sure if he graduated.
A lot of those guys unproven talent. You know how the game go, man. I like to see guys that actually done it on the field. Yeah, I've seen a lot of 3-stars, but the one kid, and Ebony put it in the chat, Miss Williams.
Oh my God.
I love this kid. I love this kid. Devin Sanchez. Oh my God. Yeah. He is that. He is that dude right up there. I got the John above him, of course. Fandom, call it whatever you want. I like the John, but I love Devin Sanchez. I love Devin.
Please don't get Ebony started about Buckeyes. Please don't. Ebony.
Hey, Ohio State fans are a different breed, man. Let me tell you.
Your son played Alabama. Bro, have some pride in yourself.
Ohio State fans are Tennessee fans up north. That's all it is.
It's not far
That's all it is, I think bro. They just got different colors.
That's funny.
The Tennessee fans.
Pretty solid comparison there, Coach.
Yeah, that was the same, bro.
That's a bar.
If you talk to an Ohio State fan, you would have think they'd won 6 or 7 championships.
Oh man.
I commend you, Ebony. You know I love you to death. Ohio State, shout out to y'all national champs since you ain't won shit in a decade. But hey,
they put it together.
You champs. I respect them. Right?
Man, if you talking about who act like it, man, that's be the Michigan fans, boy. You'll swear up and down that they won something. They win 1 championship in 30 years almost. And then they just act a fool.
Who worse, B-Sharp? Ohio State fans or Tennessee fans? I'd say Tennessee fans because they ain't won nothing.
It ain't even close. It's not even close.
Yeah.
So at least Ohio State
it's closer than you think it is. I promise it's closer than you think it is. But Tennessee fans are different.
They
are
different. Yes.
At least at least Ohio State got some decent colors.
Yeah.
They be acting the fool in that orange.
It's not even orange, Ted. Don't.
That's that throw up.
Not orange. Yeah, that's some pumpkin orange.
They some.
I told you. That's the same orange.
Different shades that you could.
That's the same orange, Ted, that the kids be getting the buggies with at Walmart. I'm telling you, they had a little jackets on where they getting the buggies, man. That's some fluorescent stuff they got going on. You wear that in the club. You wear that in the club, everybody gonna see you.
You do it in traffic.
Man, I got more people talking smack to me before the Tennessee game and after last year. Lord, they swore they were going to come in and win by 50.
The Tennessee people did?
Oh yeah, they were talking all kinds.
Bro,
of
and
shit.
did you see them goofies? I gotta say it. They came out there, and now it's 11 degrees out there. They come out there with no shirts on
for like until they ran to the damn other end and they put them some bitches right back on.
That was out your
shit ever.
Me and Tez talked about
Just
that.
leave
Man. It's
them
always
on,
teams that be pulling that gimmick stuff.
Like,
anytime you ever see somebody just come out there with their shirt off, like, yeah, we ready. They always get their ass.
They finna lose.
They can lose. Yeah.
They're like, who are you trying to prove? Like, yeah, look at me flexed up. I'm out here in the cold. This is nothing. Then you go out there and get blasted.
Only
they was wearing that thing out all night.
Only person that can do that and get away with it is Tony Brown. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Nobody else.
Certified goon.
Yeah.
Certified psychopath. I like him. I love Tony Brown. Shout out to Tony Brown.
Shout out to Tony.
Man, I got Ohio State in this game, man. I got Ohio State in this game, and I got them in what could possibly be a much lower scoring game than we expected. What's returning in this game on both sides of the ball is defense. I think Texas's defense, we named the names already: Colin Simmons, Anthony Hill. I think their secondary is very commendable too. Michael Taft on the back end, and then but I like Ohio State's returning defense with Sonny Styles and Kenyatta Jackson up front, 6'6", 265-pound defensive end, is going to get to know Arch a lot. Trust me. And I also I like to think that teams regress to the mean. When we talking about Texas and being a good team, we talking about Steve Sarkisian. Prior to that, we talking about a 7-6 football team perennially. So I
7-1 start.
I don't know. I just got a feeling in week one that they're gonna go out there and get outplayed in a particularly lower scoring game. And if it's a lower scoring game, it comes down to a possession. I like Jeremiah Smith in situations like that. A guy that that can get the ball, you can take a hitch, 60 yards, put points on the board. Like those guys are usually the ones you find make plays in games like that. And I think that this is gonna be that type of game.
Yeah, and you'll listen to Bevo. The next thing that comes out of his mouth is, "We shut his ass down last year." Yeah,
do it
but
again.
Mbuka whooped your ass. You know what I mean?
Do it
You
again.
shut down anybody else.
I remember Coach Shawn saying what they was going to do before they even played that game. They was going to bracket him the whole game.
Yep.
And what did they do? They bracketed him the whole game.
They even said it on the broadcast.
Yep.
I was like, man, Coach Shawn said that.
Yeah, exactly.
Was on the
Another reason why, Tez, he's one of the best on these YouTube streets. We're going to keep giving him his credit, man.
How many days I tell you that, Brisket?
Oh, a lot. A whole lot.
Almost every day that I talk.
And I'm just, as always, I'm just following y'all, bro.
He's very humble about it, but my God.
I promise to God.
When it comes to this breaking down, man, that's what I like. I'm telling you, when y'all see a coach's show and it's just nothing but coaches on there and they breaking down film, you learn a lot.
Appreciate y'all, my brothers.
I said 21-3 Ohio State. All right, now we got to stop this.
I don't know about that.
We got to stop this nonsense, man. Matter of fact, everybody put in the chat.
Would you not agree though that if you're gonna have a bad game, it's gonna be against a team like that? And listen, Texas didn't beat anybody of significance last year. They damn near lost the game to Arizona. They should have lost the game to Arizona State.
Right.
They couldn't beat a Georgia team that had a backup quarterback in for the entire half.
But
on a rain delay game,
if you telling me that this is the same Ohio State defense, then I'd be like, okay, they're going to go in there.
I'm not saying it's the same one, but it's going to be pretty good.
It's going to be decent. It's not going to be the Ohio State defense of last year. It's going to be totally different. Y'all know it and I know it.
You know damn well. Oh yeah, you won 2 playoff games against a sorry ass Clemson, and you won another one against a team that you should have lost to.
I'm not gonna lie, but that same sorry Clemson is what everybody is considering that team can be in the
They were
national
9-3.
championship.
They were 9-3. Wouldn't have been in if it wouldn't have been for Miami gagging its ass off. Come on now.
And Miami would have got their ass put out early.
So
I'm not gonna lie to you. So everybody put in the chat their predictions for this game, because I think pretty much everybody had Alabama for the last one. But mine for this one, I got Ohio State 28. I got Texas 31. I got Texas going in there to beat them.
Ooh, buddy. You gonna believe in Sark, are we?
Hey man, the best offensive coordinator in the game. The best offensive
he ain't an
mind.
offensive coordinator. He's a head coach. And when he runs out of his script, it gets a little hairy.
He can all tosses at the goal line out of shotgun.
Hey man, hey,
with the
you
game on
live
the
and you
line.
learn,
Backwards
man.
plays and
They
shit.
all make mistakes.
It ain't right. It ain't right.
You live and you
I'm
learn.
gonna have to see him win one of these games that's a big game against a team that has similar talent than you, because he hasn't been doing that. Last time he did that was against y'all, when you didn't really, y'all weren't really yourself in the early part of that year. He hasn't won a big game with similar talent. He just hadn't. So we'll see. But could they win? Sure. Could they win? Sure. We'll see.
Man, I say, man, bro. Let me just put this on record. I want Texas to win this game only because they in the SEC, and with the way this thing is going with the 9 games and all this, we need for our conference to go into the Big Ten champion and beat them.
I got something on that.
The conference, for conference purposes, I know Texas is not a part of that, but in the SEC, all but Tennessee, we want our teams to beat
And
the
Auburn.
Big Ten teams. Yeah, and Auburn. But more so Tennessee for me, more so Auburn for Brinsky. Let me just say that I do want Texas to win because of the ramifications later on in the season and what they're going to be saying about the conference and this and third. But I do believe, man, somebody said in the chat a while ago, it's going to be harder for Ohio State it's going to be harder for Texas to prepare for Ohio State than it is. I don't think that at all. I think it's going to be harder for Ohio State to prepare for what I believe is a more versatile Texas offense. Texas got to run the ball a little bit better though. They get too pass happy and Sark get too cute. That's why he lost last year. He got too cute, and trying to do all this, just line up and be efficient. Ohio State's probably gonna win this game, to me, maybe 30-24. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a close game. It's not gonna be a blowout. It's the first game of the season. Nobody's gonna be at peak performance. Arch is a great guy, great athlete, but so is Julian Sand. Julian Sand was a 5-star kid. This kid can play.
Yep.
Like talent on both sides. I think Texas secondary is going to be susceptible now with Jadon Barron and all them boys gone. I do believe Ohio State front 7 is going to be a little bit better. I think Texas is going to have probably better pass rushes as a whole. But I do think Ohio State secondary is still going to be good. I think Sonny Styles and them boys still going to be thumping. They're going to be good. I think Ohio State may pull this out late, right? So if I had to pick, I would pick Ohio State to win a close one, 30-24, 27-24. But I hope for conference purposes that Texas win.
Okay. I would just tell you this, the 9-game schedule, I know we'll probably get into this in a few minutes. I just want to say one thing, and you should check out my column that I wrote about it this morning. But I'm going to tell you this. The Big Ten, they don't know what they just asked for, because the only thing they had was that horse shit that they were talking about the 8-game schedule. Now, the metric just changed on that strength of schedule, and you're going to get what you're going to get, everything you asked for. And meanwhile, your coaches are out there, scheduling trash.
Right.
And it's gonna end up hurting the Big Ten on this. I'm telling you, it's gonna end up hurting them.
Jason, man, I 100% agree with you on that. I think that extra game, because it's going to be tough for that extra game to not be a highly ranked game in the SEC. Strength of schedule is going to be through the roof. Now you're going to start seeing 9-3 SEC teams jump these other undefeated teams that hadn't played anybody because of that. Yeah, I think it's going to backfire tremendously.
Yeah, you didn't hear a damn thing about going to that 9th game. And all of a sudden, Wednesday comes along and they said, oh, we're going to weight it differently on the strength of schedule now and add another metric to it that's going to be even more important. And then the next day, oh, yeah, we'll go to 9. We'll go to 9. So not only do you preserve all the rivalries in the SEC, which is what college football is about, number one, but you also we're going to go to 9 games now because guess what? Anybody we play in our 9th game in the SEC is going to outrank whoever the hell you play.
Right.
Because they're lining up sisters of the poor every week, even in their conferences trash. Come on, man. And they've been protecting each other. They've been protecting their top teams too, not seeing them all play each other because they're worried about records. And look at what Signetti did. He's out there talking all that shit about the SEC, and then he's dropping games against power opponents to pick up McNeese State.
That's what I was going to say, Jason. I hope you guys are right because what I see last year, I see Indiana, who played FIU, Western Illinois, UCLA, and Charlotte, Maryland, Northwestern, Nebraska, Washington, Michigan State, who all were terrible, right? They played Ohio State, which at the time was the only ranked team they played. I mean, besides Michigan, who they beat 20-15, right? Mm-hmm. Ohio State was really the only ranked school they played that was worth a damn, actually, for real, and they lost that game. I see this team getting pats on the back, getting all the analysts are making cases why they should be in, right? I watched Clemson, who won the ACC. Okay, cool. Lose to not 1, not 2, but 3 different SEC schools. One in the beginning of the season, Georgia. One at the end of the season, South Carolina. And one in the playoffs. That's who put your ass out, Texas. Your champion got their asses whipped, right? The truth is in the details by 3 different SEC schools, and they got a pat on the back. So I hope y'all right, man, because what I see right now, our conference just picked up another hard game while these other people are playing Little Debbie cakes every single week and getting pats on the back for it. What's up, KB? Shout out to the brother KB. So happy you got your channel back, bro.
Oh yeah, man.
I hope that Greg Sankey is smarter than that. Like I hope that
he's been playing chess, man.
Because he's been adamant for so long against this 9th game. Right, he hasn't been on board with it at all because of the strength of the schedule. And to Jason's point, the moment they announced this metric, and I don't know the details about it. I don't even know if the conference. I don't know if Sankey has. I'm pretty sure he has more information on how it's going to be weighted than I do. But the moment they announced that, bam, okay, we'll do the 9th game. So like, it's got to be something in there where they're weighing strength of schedule a lot more. If not, this was a bad decision. But
I got you real quick.
If in truth it is, man, this is a great decision. Because I think Sankey was the one really pushing for the automatic qualifier spots.
He was.
Because we play such a tough schedule, and it's like, hey, we need to be guaranteed some spots in this thing. So
I can read it to you and kind of give you there's a couple of different things. So there's a new metric as well as they're going to use an enhanced tool to further emphasize strength of schedule in its selection process starting in 2025. That even starts now. So the new metric titled record strength will give further credit to how a team performs against its schedule. It's going to give you extra credit for beating quality teams and lessening the penalty for losses against a tough opponent. So that's where the fact that like Texas going to Ohio State, you lose that game, it's not going to kill you. It's going to be the ones that you lose to, like, right. If you go and get beat by Vandy or Arkansas or somebody like that, that'll hurt you probably. But it lessens the penalty for if you do it. And down to the contrary, it's going to give less credit for beating lesser teams, G5 opponents, things like that you're getting a lot of, in the Big Ten. They careful what you wish for, right? All these modifications will help the selection committee as they rank the top 25. We feel the changes will construct a postseason bracket that recognizes the best performances and teams on the field during the regular season. They basically have already been saying the pressure was coming from the SEC being loud about it. Obviously, after 9-3, Bama was left out for SMU at 11-2,
Right.
and obviously Indiana as well. But there's two. But it's not just so they made it to where first and foremost there's already that criteria was already in it, but they've put more emphasis on records over strength of schedule. That's what they were complaining about. Now it's the opposite of that. They literally said if you're going to take a bigger hit if you play somebody that you shouldn't have on your damn. I mean, look at Indiana. Just for the sake of argument here, Indiana literally beat one team that had an above 500 record last year.
Facts.
One.
My fault.
No, go ahead. I'm just saying that basically what they did, they set up the SEC. They were bitching about, oh, you got to play a ninth game. Y'all just smoking mirrors with all this stuff and talking about all this schedule strength. Well, the schedule strength is what it is because if you look at, let's talk about Florida. They're playing Miami. They're playing Florida State every year. You guys are playing Florida State this year too. But I'm saying you already have to play a non-con team of G5 or a Power 4 opponent in your non-con schedule anyway. Already have to do it. Now you add the ninth one, so you're going to be playing 10 Power 4 opponents at minimum. And if you're Florida, you're playing 11.
This is why I said, man, I needed everybody to understand, man, that 10-2 is the new 11-1.
Yeah.
You're going to be playing.
I can see that.
You just need to just go ahead and accept it, man. You're playing too many tough games. It's going to be hard to just go undefeated through these seasons like it was in the past. That's why I say once we added Texas and Oklahoma, it was going to be tough. But let me get this from KB real quick. Shout out to the brother, the man, the myth, the legend. He got his channel back. And he's showing love. Appreciate KB for the $10 super chat. And of course, my brother, you already know.
He's got his own money. And baby, when I tell you he's got his own money, I mean the boy has got his own money.
Boy got his own money, folks. The man got his own money. Shout out to him for having an awesome show last night, man. I forgot the guy name last night. It was a Georgia guy, man. He was just talking a bunch of nonsense. I'm gonna start calling Georgia the University of Excuses if all them excuses that man kept making on Georgia's behalf. But we ain't talking about Georgia. I actually like Georgia in a way. That's what I said. But it's just sometimes they get a little above themselves. And also shout out to LaToya for being a member for 1 month, always showing love. My good sis and our good sis. Says so. Jason, you're saying Sark is the James Franklin of the SEC.
I don't know if I'm going that far just yet. I don't know if I'm going that far just yet. But he ain't that far off, bro. He ain't that far off.
I would not give James Franklin too much credit. I would not give James Franklin.
I don't think he's worth a shit.
Bro, if he don't win the championship this year, or at least make it to the champ, something wrong.
Exactly.
You gotta beat Ohio State. He's 1-11 against.
They got Singleton and the other guy. Your quarterback is 30. Your quarterback is 36. He's been playing for 17 years college football. Like you got 3 or 5 offensive linemen back. Like damn, bro, what more do you need?
One of the top.
This is probably one of the better chances that they're gonna have. Offensive from an offensive standpoint.
What more do you need, man? Like
what more do you want from me? But of course, we're gonna move on to the other big game that I can't wait to see. Good old LSU versus Clemson. Y'all already know. Got the good old Alabama boy Dabo Sweeney. Probably they projected to play in the national championship game. Their schedule relatively easy compared to others. They got LSU, of course, the first game, but the ACC has been toilet bowl for the past I don't know how many years. But they pretty much the favorites to win, even going undefeated in that conference. I have high expectations for these brothers this year. But of course, since I went to Coach Shawn and Jason. I'm gonna start with Tez on this. Tez, what's your thoughts on this game, man? I think it's gonna be one of the better games all this weekend.
Yeah, looking forward to see this game, man. I want to see how both of these quarterbacks play. Don't be surprised if this could be a preview of the national championship game. Both of these teams,
Really?
Man, both of these teams, I feel
I'm
like
gonna let you go. My fault.
have the ability to beat anybody in the country. I think if LSU can get better on defense, which I think they added pieces to do, and they can develop some type of run game. Man, these are two of the best quarterbacks I think in football right now, in college football right now. I got Nussmeier as my dark horse Heisman pick. It's gonna be an interesting game. If I had to pick though, I gotta go with Clemson. I think Clemson is the more complete team right now. Like I said, with LSU, my picks from LSU hinges on some ifs. If they got to get this right, they got to get that right. I think Clemson right now, out of the gate, is one of the better teams in college football to go against week 1. And from just a perspective of history, LSU struggles in week 1 games. They've lost 6 of them in a row, 5 of them in a row, something like that. So I'm gonna continue that trend, and I think they're gonna continue that trend. If I was a betting man, you'd be a fool to bet against that trend. Teams won 5 opening games in a row. So I'm gonna go with Clemson in this game, man, and I think they put up a ton of points too. I see this game being.
That's the question about them, right? Is that defense anyway?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I see this game being in the 40s, man. 42, 45, something astronomical. I think they scored about 80, 90 points total in this game. But I got Clemson coming out on top of that.
Oh, any one of y'all can jump in on that. I'm just still shocked that.
Go ahead, Coach.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Man, this is a tough one, bro, because you all know my affinity for Garrett Nussmeier. You know, I think he the best quarterback in the country. I do. I don't give a damn what he did against Alabama. I know what he did against everybody else. You know, and you can say what you want about the team of LSU. I know that man threw for over $4,000 in yards, touchdowns. He led the SEC damn near in every category. And he back with, to me, just as good receivers. Aaron Anderson. You got the kid coming over, that fast kid from was it Kentucky? Barron Brown.
Yeah, Barron Brown.
Listen, bro. Offensively, but when you look at Clemson, bro, yeah, they got their asses handed to them by 3 different SEC schools. Cade Klubnik is he been starting for 2 or 3 years. I mean, the kid been there. When I look at Brian Wesco, that boy's a monster, man. TJ Moore is a monster. Man, they got a dude on they D-line. We all know Peter Woods, we all know that dude. TJ Parker, man, they got that dude, DeMonte Carpenter, I think it is, Capehart. DeMonte Capehart.
Yeah.
And listen, it's at Clemson too, right?
Yeah.
I say this is a shootout. I say 31-34. I say Clemson beat them, man, in the shootout, because Nussmeier's going to do what he did all season. Nuss is going to get his. Nussmeier's going to get his. It's just I don't think LSU is going to be able to stop them as many times as I think that defense at Clemson will be able to provide trouble for the LSU offense. I think being at home, Clemson's defense LSU defense not being where they need to be. I don't know if I see them stopping Clemson, right?
Right.
I don't think Garrett can win a shootout with those guys with that defense against that team. I think I'm gonna go with Clemson, man. You know, I think Clemson will beat them at home in a close.
I agree.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jay.
No, I think it's a tough game, but I feel like the biggest problem that I would have with LSU, number one, I don't know what this defense is. I don't know if they're going to have Lawson in the right place. I mean, if I wouldn't move his ass off the edge of that line. You know what I mean? I just wouldn't do it. But that's not how they're rolling. So, you know, that would concern me, number one. I think they're a little better up front on the defensive side. So, you know, they're going to – but the question has still been in their secondary. I think they went out and they spent a lot of money in the portal to kind of get that right. Their defensive coordinator in year two, you would expect them to be better, but I like LSU a lot. The problem is their offensive line, they couldn't get the running game going last year at all. And they had
to run the football.
If you're not going to run the foot, and I have a hard time believing you're going to run it against this defensive front at this point. Should be a close game, but I'm with you. If they're not able to establish a run game in this one on the road, I think you're going to have a hard time keeping up, because what has Clemson been missing for the last 4 or 5 years that they've been we've been seeing them dip? They've been missing receivers.
Yeah.
They're not missing receivers anymore.
No, at all.
And finally, Dabo has kind of let loose of the reins on that offense and letting Garrett Riley do what he does and dial it up. So you saw Klubnik take a step forward last year whenever they were talking about him the same way they were talking about DJU.
Yeah.
Before that, all of a sudden you put some receivers in the room and now they're a little better. I still don't know that I completely trust Clemson to be the best team in the country, play for the national championship or any of that kind of stuff. But I do think that, I mean, can you really pick LSU until they win a damn opener? I mean, they've lost 5 in a row and 3 under him. So I don't know. I struggle with it.
Let me tell you this real quick. Clemson got their third receiver, I think, is Jerron Williams, Antonio Williams. I can't remember. It's a Williams kid.
Antonio Williams.
That kid made he's their third receiver, bro. Mm-hmm. And this kid would start at a lot of schools, man. Right? They got they got an old offensive line, man. Old. I think most of them dudes is seniors and juniors, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think so.
This Clemson team is primed to have a good season, man. We all know the ACC, you don't have to be super good to win that league, just quite frankly. But their defense, man, is going to be top 5 in the country. Peter Woods, TJ Parker, DeMonte Capehart, you know, Sammy Brown, all them, that linebacker Sammy Brown, all them boys, man. Avion Terrell in the secondary, they got some first rounders on that defense side of the football, and it's gonna make it tough for LSU, man.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why to be clear, in the national championship, when we did our episode to pick, I've got Clemson and Georgia in the national championship. But one of the reasons I'm high on Clemson is because that, like everything you said, that returning offensive line, what they added at receiver. Whenever you talk about good quarterback play, you always gonna find an elite receiver somewhere in the building. So it's no secret. It's no surprise that they put receivers around Klubnik and he got better. And what is, like you said, the ACC is weak. They're likely going to get a playoff berth. And do you want to play against a Dabo Swinney coach team that has a defense and a quarterback that they like? That's going to be a tough out in the playoffs, man. So that's why I made that prediction. But in this game, I'm just, like I said, LSU has a lot to prove to me for me to pick them week 1 against Clemson.
I mean, just win a week 1 game, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what I'm
we can
saying.
maybe talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I'd still think that they're contenders in the. I think they're contenders in the SEC, but you kind of have to see some things come together for them before you really expect too much out of them, right?
Yeah, I love that quarterback though. I love Garrett Nuss.
I think Nuss is great too, but then that's the other thing. He's been having some injuries that I think it's light stuff, but I don't. If you start off the year injured at the quarterback position and you're not sure about the offensive line, it could get hairy quick.
That's where that running game is going to come in handy.
They've got to run the football.
Yeah, that's what I say about their offense, bro. It's like they passed the ball so well last year that if they had just a pinch of rushing offense, they would be one of them. We'd be talking about this offense like 2019. Like it would be dynamic. They'd be pretty hard to stop. Man, almost unstoppable on offense. If they had just
isn't
a
weird
smidgen
that
of
their defense has been so bad. I mean, and that's what BK is supposed to be really good at. I mean, their offenses, he's had good offenses everywhere, but not because of him. He's a defensive guy. You know what I mean? So it's weird to me that this is the worst thing about the program when you get there, dude, like secondary guys, you can get them cats out the swamp, bro. What are we talking about?
Clemson, don't look now, but Clemson may have, arguably the best secondary in the country, bro. Their secondary is no joke, bro. That kid Avion Terrell is a monster. That kid Kylan Griffith is a monster. Who else? I forgot the other dude's name. Barnes, Khalil Barnes. Them boys can play, man, and they all got a lot of starts under them. So don't look now, but their secondary is gonna be awesome.
And before we do predictions on this game, I did want to point out Nick said Josh Pate picked Alabama to win the national championship, and he picked Ohio State to win last season. Yeah, and he knows what he's talking about. Listen here.
Brinsky could be wrong.
Josh Pate, I love the GOAT. But listen here, I picked Ohio State.
Yeah.
Before anybody. Matter of fact, I was on Jason's show, and Jason can attest to this. I said Ole Miss is going to beat Georgia, and he kept it on record.
I did.
I said a lot of things last year, and it came true. The only thing that didn't happen is Alabama making it to the playoffs. That's it.
Don't forget that you said that too. The sun shines on the dog's ass someday. You said,
"Oh yeah, the sun shines on the dog ass someday." That it does. It really does. So definitely, man, appreciate everybody on that one, man. But we got to give our predictions on this one, man. We definitely got to give our predictions on this game, and I want everybody to put their predictions in the chat. I have Clemson winning this game a good 30-21. I think that defense on Clemson is tough. I believe this is the year that Clay Klubnik has to go out there and prove that he's one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They putting him up there as one of the guys for the NFL draft, as one of the top guys. I just have to see him put it all together this year. And I believe he can because he has the weapons, he has the coach, he has everything. So we're going to see. Any one of y'all can go. And go Braves.
Sure. I'll go ahead. I mean, 42-35. 42-35 Clemson. I think that they score quite a bit in this game, and I'm giving Clemson the 42 because I think that they get the stop that they need. I think that defense gives them the stop that they need to win this game. I'm looking at 42-35.
I'd say 34-31 Clemson.
Damn.
Yeah, it feels like I think looking at last year when they played USC in the first game, I mean, they had every chance to win it. And I mean, they were undisciplined, did some dumb shit and cost them. Yeah. But they took the lead an awful lot of times. I think it's a tight game. I think this is when you would hope to see that you get it tightened up with your discipline and things like that. But do you expect them to do it? No. I think it's like, 35-28, something like that, 35-27. Clemson.
And another thing that I want to point out, man, that I didn't say is Ted said they're going we can possibly be seeing a national championship right here. I don't see it. The only reason why, because LSU just doesn't have the defense. I think they're a year away from that. They can get back to being like an LSU defense because I believe they're recruiting the guys to really play at that school now. But I feel like they ain't been recruiting those type of guys in a minute. But they starting to bring those guys back. But I just have to see them do it, man. If the defense step up, then maybe. And then also, I don't believe in Brian Kelly whatsoever.
Facts.
I don't believe in Brian Kelly whatsoever. You cannot make me believe in Brian Kelly whatsoever. He talked like he was ready for the SEC, and then he found out real quick what SEC ball is all about. So it's that defense and Brian Kelly. That's two main keys for when it comes down to whatchamacallit, LSU.
Yeah, I said that based on if they play better defense.
Oh, okay. I missed that part. My fault.
Yeah, nah. If they can play better defense and run the ball, I said they can be in the national
You can score all the offense all you want, man, but
Yeah.
you're gonna need to stop somebody,
point you
man.
gotta
This
stop
ain't
him,
this,
yeah.
this ain't Texas Tech.
Yeah, that's true.
But we pretty much hit on. We got 2 more games left on the thing, but
What's
of
up,
course,
Coach Al?
oh, Coach Al in the chat.
Yeah, I just gave you
That's
some
Coach.
love earlier, Coach Al.
Oh man, shout out to our good brother Coach Al in the chat. He's
My guy.
LSU
Let's have now.
O-line too. Yeah, I believe that too. But of course, we got this other game. It's an intriguing game, and it's, I think Ted said they play Friday. We got Auburn and Baylor. Ew. Auburn goes on the road for pretty much a challenging game, I believe. I don't think it's going to be just a little cakewalk going down there. We got Jason's favorite quarterback, Jackson Arnold, playing for the Auburn Tigers. They have the weapons at receiver.
They sure do.
With Eric Singleton, Cam Coleman, Malcolm Simmons, just
Malcolm
a bunch
Simmons,
of guys.
yeah. People forget
They
about
got
him.
Kendrick Falk on the defense leading the charge. Man, this is a good year for Auburn. I think they have a decent offensive line, man. So I'm gonna let Tez get this since this is his team. And just so you can start it off, but it's gonna be an interesting game, man. Talk to us.
Man, I'm worried about this game. I'm worried about it, and rightfully so. I mean, we won 5 games last year. I should be worried about all of them.
Yeah.
But this is a tough matchup to open the season, man. You got Jake Spavital on the other side with a Dave Aranda defense.
Yeah.
All right. So you gotta, in week 1, you gotta go play basically damn near Mike Leach. And in a defense that's going to be exotic underneath with all kind of exotic blitzes and out of a too high shell that's not going to allow you to make plays over the top or at least try to limit them. That is like a recipe for a week 1 upset. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Just wrapping your head around that. And it's on a Friday night, so that means that everything in our camp had to be pushed back a day. So they did everything as if it was Saturday. So, man, I don't know. I would love to say that what I would love for us to do is go in there and push them around because I think that our offensive line is the strength of this team this year. And I think that we should be able to hand the ball off and run the ball. Theoretically, we should be able to hand the ball off and run the ball on this team, dominate them in the trenches. But that's just not our coach's MO. He doesn't want to play that brand of football. He wants to take those shots down the field. And I know Dave Aranda is pretty much daring you to do that, right? He's daring you to throw that ball down the field. So in this game, man, I got Auburn winning the game, of course. But I got it being a pretty a lot of people have this game high scoring. I don't think so. I think this is a low scoring game too. I think it's another one of those. If I had to give a score, I'm taking 14-21 Auburn, something like that. I think this is a ugly game. You're gonna get what you're gonna get from Baylor is they're gonna possess the ball in that air raid offense. They're gonna keep the ball. They're gonna try to stay on the field on offense for a very long time. I think we got the horses up front to mitigate that a little bit. The secondary is very, very talented. We had the talent. Talent is not a problem. But this Baylor team is talented too. Sawyer Robinson is no slouch of a quarterback. And he's running a system that's quarterback friendly. He's gonna get the ball out of his hands very, very quick. A lot of our strength is on the defensive line with Kendrick Falk and those guys bringing pressure. That gets mitigated playing against a team like this almost because they're throwing the ball, 3-step drop balls out of his hand. it's frustrating for pass rushers. So, but yeah, if I had to give a score, I'm thinking like 21-14 Auburn, but not an easy game by any means in Waco.
Bro,
Go ahead, Coach. You look like you want to see.
You know me, bro. I'm a pessimist by nature, bro. I'm not high on Baylor like these people.
You're not?
No. Their defense wasn't very good last year. They didn't run the ball very well last year. They have some playmakers, true enough. Baylor wasn't no world beater. They sucked. They wasn't very good. What is people talking about?
They were better at quarterback than anything else.
Like
they had a pretty decent offense. It was like
their offense was pretty good. Yeah.
Listen, brother. Listen. Baylor's defense, do your checking. I don't see what y'all seeing in this Baylor team. If they play too high safety against Auburn, and Auburn don't have to be world beaters, Auburn gonna hand the ball off 30 times, and Damari Austin gonna have 100 yards rushing. They play too safety high against this type of offense. Gus, one thing Hugh Freeze can do, he can come up with creative ways in that type of offense to run the football, inside zone, RPO. He gonna find a way to run the ball. They got receivers on the outside. David Randall do play man, so the opportunities are gonna be there for Jackson Arnold, right? I'm not impressed with Baylor. Everybody talking about Baylor. You gotta go check their record.
Are you impressed with Jackson Arnold?
I'm impressed with the horses Jackson Arnold has around him.
He's got to throw it though. He's got to throw the ball down.
You gotta let the ball go.
I think Auburn gonna win this football game. I just do. I think Damari Austin is gonna have a great game. I think their tight ends. I think Auburn's offensive line is probably the best one they've had in several years down there. I think Auburn's defense, while young, is better. I think they got Keldrick Falk. I think they got the DeMarcus Riddick, the Riddick kid, Robert Woodyard, Caleb Harris. I think Auburn's in prime position to win this football game, man. Just me, though. Just me. We'll see who's right.
Let me ask you this. How's your confidence in the people with the clipboard?
The coaches.
Yeah. Because I agree with you.
If one thing Hugh Freeze can do, he can run the football. He's going to try to have creative ways to run the football. Now, David Randall's a good defensive coordinator. He probably knows that. If Coach Shawn know it, I guarantee you he know it. The thing about it is,
he better run the ball.
Yeah, you got to run the ball, and at some point during the game, they're gonna have to man up on them receivers. They can't play zone the whole time. They don't do a lot of matching. Right, they're gonna have to man up on them to stop the run, and Auburn gonna be able to throw that thing. It's Jackson Arnold. That's the key, bro. That's the key, right? Are you gonna get 5-star Jackson Arnold? Now, Jason has inside great info on this kid that none of us have, right? I mean, all I can tell you is that quarterback that I saw whipped our asses, right? So.
But he didn't whip your ass. It wasn't him that whipped your ass. Bro.
I watched that kid run quarterback.
Xavier, well,
1,000 times we couldn't stop him, bro. At all, Xavier right? I watched that whip our defensive line like they hadn't had nothing to eat in 2 years. So
fair enough.
I'm picking Auburn 24-20 right now.
I think Auburn should win the game because of their defense. First and foremost, right? I think they should win their defense. Their defense is legit. Their D line is legit. Their secondary looks good. I like Auburn in that instance, right? I don't love what Baylor is on defense, but what I do like is David Randall, knowing that he can get into the breadbasket of Jackson Arnold. Because if he's going to want him throwing the football, and I'm just going to tell you, he's afraid of turning the ball over because he turns the shit over a lot. 12 fumbles in 13 games that he played at Oklahoma. 12 fumbles in 13 games. He only had so many picks last year, but it's because he wouldn't throw the football. I would just send you back to watch that Missouri game where, I mean, I'm just saying, they had the game won. And not only did he fumble it off his knee for no reason, nobody's even around him. And I mean, 2 minutes, you got the lead, 2 minutes left in the game, and you lose, and you've got a 7-point lead, you lose in regulation. But the worst part about that was that you had, you finally get your best receiver back. He's screaming at you on the sideline, throw the fucking football because he's open. And Jackson was literally doing this and telling him every reason why he didn't want to throw it. That's a concern for me. It's not about whether he has the talent or not, because he does. And I think that all things considered, Auburn might have the best receiving core in the SEC. You know, they very well may. That being said, if you're afraid to throw the ball, I think you got to have a quick hook on this kid, because you don't want them in the game late in the game. You know, you don't want to keep Baylor around. You should whip their ass quickly, because you know how it gets against some of these teams that you give them a little momentum. They're at home. You know, Baylor's been known to play pretty good games at home. You know what I mean? And I think that Aranda, look, we know he's one of the better defensive coaches in the country. There's no two ways around it.
Yeah.
He's going to have some stuff dialed up for Jackson that's going to freak him out. And I think until we see him kind of break out of whatever's going on in his head, man, you can't expect him to do it. Do I think that Auburn wins eventually? I think they better, because if not, I think that, you lose that game, you turn around and you go to Norman a couple of weeks later and you lose that one. Now, all of a sudden, you're 3-2 going into – you may be out of there in a game or two as you get into the meat of that schedule, and probably rightfully so, I would think. You know, if you're I mean, we all know that Auburn doesn't mind paying coaches to not coach. So, you know what I mean? So I would just say, to me, I feel like you better find a way to get up on them quick. But I'd be running the football, and he didn't even do it with a great running back. Last year, he wasn't running it enough. So I struggle to believe that he was going to give him it's going to put him in the right position right now. And I don't know that I think he might be broken, fellas. Yeah, I just think he might be broken.
Before I say anything, just got to give a shout out to our good brother Jay at Unfair Sports, man. The man with the master plan, man. What's going on with your brother? Can't wait to see
Superstar.
I'm gonna call him the Black Josh Pate. I like Jay a lot, man. Jay my guy, man. I love him.
Shout out to
Jay. Yeah, man. It's gonna be interesting. I'm pretty much like Coach Shawn, but I'm the opposite of him too when it comes to Baylor. I just got to see it with Baylor, man. Only thing I can think of is that Baylor team that went into Colorado and played the way they did. Now, offensive-wise, they can do it. I don't know if they can slow them down defensive-wise, but at the same time, they have Jackson Arnold on the other side. And if Jackson Arnold is playing like how Jackson Arnold been playing at Oklahoma, it's going to be a long day for Auburn. And because they have the weapons. That's the thing. They have the weapons. It's not a problem getting them the football. So if he doesn't get them the football, possibly we could see Deuce Knight come out there and
that's a scary situation though too, because he's a freshman, right?
Yep.
And I think that if he was already right, I mean, Jackson hasn't exactly played his ass off in practices. If Deuce was ready, wouldn't he be out there now?
Yeah, but I think, man, it's a thing that I always said. If you look at the history of the SEC, man, you playing a freshman quarterback is not a good thing. It's not a good thing. You rarely see a freshman come out there day one as the starter. Bryce Underwood just been named the starter at Michigan. If he stayed at LSU, of course, he'll be sitting right behind Garrett Nussmeier right now. Yeah. DJ Ladway didn't even start as the day one starter. Jalen Hurst didn't start as the day one starter. Tim Tebow didn't start as. You can look down the history of the SEC. It's not a good idea to start freshman.
Unless Georgia, then you got two of them.
Say what?
So unless you're Georgia, then you got two of them. You got Matthew Stafford and you got what's the other kid?
That's an anomaly.
The all-time leader in passing history.
Look how long ago that was, too.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's an anomaly.
I'm just saying they have two quarterbacks that started as freshmen and played all 4 years and end up going to the NFL.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I know. It's crazy.
I think Matthew Stafford left after his junior year. I think.
Yeah, he might have left after his junior year.
But, yeah, man. So, man, in the history, it's not good to start a freshman at any point in the SEC. I like to see those guys just pretty much wait a year. They come in garbage time, get a few throws here and there. But you got to wait
But
your
how
time.
quick is the hook is the question, though. I mean, do they have to? They got to go to the hook pretty quick.
And that's where I was going to. You said it right there with Hugh Freeze. We already know if he goes in there and he loses that game, the hot seat just turned up. It's on fire. You already know all
he's in an inferno. Then he's in an inferno.
They pretty much
lose to a Big 12 team in your opener, bro.
I believe. I just feel like I watched this team in the bowl game against LSU. I watched Baylor. The dude threw the ball 50 plus times. Man, he had like 400 yards, if I remember, but he threw the ball 50 something times.
It's air raid offense. Yeah.
Nice.
I think that play into Auburn's wheelhouse. I think they rather have them throw the ball. Auburn got a hell of a secondary and a hell of a pass rushers over there, man. In college football, if you can rush the pass and run the football, you're gonna win a lot of games. Road, home, it don't matter, right? I believe Auburn is gonna be able to run the football on these dudes. I just do. And as far as Jackson Arnold, it's like Coach Al said, maybe Jason. I'm saying maybe because I don't know. Maybe he needed a change of scenery.
I'm not saying he can't. Change of scenery is good. I get it.
If one thing Hugh Freeze do know how to do, he know creative ways how to run the football, right? I think they're gonna run a lot of quarterback counter reads, right? But I do believe they got some backs this year, a plethora of backs that need to touch the football. So this game could go either way, but I just believe Auburn should win this football game.
I think Auburn should win too. The equalizer will be turnovers. If you can't,
there you go.
Turnovers, you never know. And he's been known to turn it over. So that would be my concern. I'm not picking Baylor to win. I think that Auburn should win the game. I think that it could be a lot closer if they turn the ball over.
Facts. And they'll lose. Like anybody, like Auburn.
Facts,
Bevo. Facts, Bevo.
I'm gonna tell you guys this: they're gonna turn the ball over.
Man, don't say that. I'm not gonna wood.
I'm not gonna knock on wood. I'm just gonna tell the truth. They're gonna turn the ball over. It's a Hugh Freeze offense. It's almost purely RPO based. What happens when you make the wrong decision in an RPO? You turn the football over. It's always a high turnover offense. And you got a quarterback that you're saying is afraid to throw the football. All reports coming out of the camp are saying the same thing. I don't doubt that we had the talent. Don't get me wrong. Everything that you guys said are true. I felt like we had the talent last year. I felt like the talent that we had on the team last year was enough to win more than 5 games. What I'm most concerned about is even though once we get up in this game, like you guys said, you guys going to have to get out to a good start. How many games last year did we get out to a good start? And then in the third and fourth quarter of those games, the play calling just went stale.
But
to the point where it was giving the football away.
But
it was like,
you
you know that little Undertaker bell? You know what I'm talking about? That's what it felt like last year. It felt like we'd be up by 2 touchdowns going into the fourth quarter. As soon as that fourth quarter hit, that little Undertaker bell ring. Bing.
They're going.
But listen, here it comes.
watch Auburn late in the season last year. You know what you saw? What's the top? What's the kid? The receiver? Him and Ryan came out together. What's his name?
Cam Coleman.
Cam
was hurt.
You know what I seen?
So he got
a kid that didn't know how to play receiver, bro. A kid that knew how to run a deep route. When he ran mesh, he didn't run the route fully. He got frustrated when he didn't get the ball. Didn't want to block. I said, watch him. He reminded me of the Steelers receiver we had last year, Pickens. That's what he reminded me of, right? I know it's Pickens is the Cowboys now, but that kid, it seemed like he didn't know how to play receiver in college, or I don't know what it was, but late in games, he didn't want to block. He didn't watch him, bro. Right?
He was hurt for the first.
That may have been it. Man. So it was a lot of things working against y'all last year, man. It's hard to call plays as an offensive guy when all your tools ain't in the shed, man.
Well, no, listen, I've said this a bunch too when it comes to that. He wasn't the only problem.
No, he wasn't the only problem.
They had issues on the line early, especially early. They were better late. They obviously had issues with receivers. You had your top 6 by the time it was all done and over with. They were out. And you have bad offensive play calling, by the way, too. I mean, it was a shit show, whether it was Seth Luttrell or it was Joe John Finley. They were bad.
Yeah. But you're talking about at Oklahoma.
At Oklahoma. There was problems there. So I think that overall, Jackson, but there was things that you would hope that he would have figured out throughout the year. You know, when they benched him, they bring him back in after the South Carolina game, and that was a debacle by the play calling as well. You got Bauer Sharp going one-on-one with the best defensive, the edge guys in the country. Yeah, they put Hawkins in a bad position. You know, it was bad.
But I'm not gonna lie to you, Jason. My fault. You were still talking. My fault. No, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. The best thing ever is watching Auburn throw that interception. Just watching that interception when all you had to do was run the ball, and he took it to the house.
Well, it was crazy, right? And their running back.
This is what I'm talking about.
The football. He was moving the football, bro.
Yeah. But I think you got a better quarterback this year, Tez. Come on.
Listen, okay. Okay, we may have a better quarterback this year, but realistically, Peyton, like I say this a lot, Peyton Thorne he would have been a 3,000-yard passer, but he missed a game. He threw for less interceptions than Jalen Milroe. Threw for more touchdowns than Jalen Milroe. He was like 5th or 6th in the SEC. If you'd have told me I was gonna get that production numbers from a quarterback, 2,700 yards, 21 touchdowns, 12 interceptions before the season, if you'd have told me that's what our quarterback is gonna give us, I'd have told you we was gonna win 9 games last year. But it didn't work out that way. Listen, it's the play calling, and I'm not even a big fan of saying that because I think they get thrown around a lot. Like that's the first thing fans reach for when it doesn't go well. Oh, it's the play calling. What are we doing on 3rd down? But realistically, if you watched Auburn football last year, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like he was almost
screaming at Peyton in the Oklahoma game, and he was the one he's the one calling these damn plays. And I was like, man.
And then we get in the Missouri game, and he doesn't know that we got a 2-minute warning now. So he calls this timeout with like 2 minutes and 3 seconds. Like these are the things that lose us football games. Now, granted, we had a lot of things happen. Don't get me wrong. We had a field goal kicker that we went and got out of chemistry class because all ours got hurt. So we basically went into a classroom and said, hey, you can kick. Okay, come, you starting Saturday. So with a healthy field goal kicker, I think, we probably maybe have been an 8-win team last year. You got to think that this guy, what's his name? The field goal kicker. You got to think that he's healthy this year. But the reports from him are that like he's postponing, I guess, whatever operation that he has to have to the end of the season as well, just to stay healthy. And they're saying that he's good. He's been money from 40 yards and in, which is a plus. But yeah, it's gonna be. Listen, I'm gonna watch this game, and I'm gonna be cheering for my team. But when that 4th quarter hits, I'm telling you, don't call me, don't text me. I need to watch that 4th quarter of that football game in solidarity. It's gonna tell me a lot about the rest of the season. How it's gonna go, man.
Look, man, Tez, let me give you a kind word, Tez. I watched Jaden Daniels at one school throw for 2,100 yards, 10 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions, right? I watched the kid transfer to another school, had a decent year, and then had an explosion. I watched Joe Burrow go from what they used to call the white Michael Vick, a runner, couldn't hang on no pass, went to LSU and won the damn Heisman.
That's true.
Same dude.
Coach Shawn, did Jaden look like he was scared to death of his own shadow whenever he was throwing those 10 interceptions?
Man, what you talking about? It looked like he weighed 130 pounds doing it too. You know what I
wasn't
mean?
Afraid of doing it though, bro.
So
he wasn't afraid.
He'll sling that thing in there at all. Didn't care.
I know we got.
It can happen, bro. It's good.
I know we got one more game to get to, and I know we're gonna hit on that one quickly. So everybody get a predictions for this game, and then we'll move to the last one. We'll get on out of here. But I got Auburn winning this game. I think I got Auburn winning this game by at least a touchdown. But y'all
high
can go
scoring,
ahead.
low scoring, high scoring, low scoring.
Oh yeah, I didn't give an actual number. I give about 32-28. No,
32 points.
No.
Points.
28-21. 28-21.
Okay. I'm gonna say Auburn's gonna win, but I think it's gonna be like 21-17.
Yeah, me too. That's me too.
Close.
Yeah, that's what I got 21-14.
Damn, y'all got low scoring.
I don't have a whole lot of faith in Jackson Arnold, man. I'm sorry.
Let me ask you this: if you were a coach and you've seen what Auburn has put on the field, particularly how they play that quarterback, why would you do anything other than load the box and see if they can beat you over the top before you actually try to scheme up and stop those receivers?
It's what he's gonna do, and that's what he will do.
Go ahead.
Here we go.
Yeah, listen, but again, you got to throw.
Now, if he can do it, of course, we get out of that. But if he can't,
yeah,
man,
I'd make him prove it first. I mean, give up a touchdown and go, get after it.
Yeah, bring pressure. See if he can.
And he'll dial up pressure from weird places. Aranda's pretty good with that. You know what I mean? I think that's. But I think if you just got to. What you need is a game plan from Hugh that's similar to because it was Kevin Johns that put that on the field against Alabama last year. He threw 10 passes, man, and there weren't anything big. They were short passes, keep him out of trouble. They ran the football, so it was what it was. And I mean, they were going to lean on the defense and just not make mistakes. I think if you do that, you should be able to go out there and put up 21. You should. With that defense, you should be able to do that.
And the last game of the night, of course, Notre Dame versus Miami. I think this is going to be a pretty exciting game down there in South Beach. Of course, we got the best fade, literally the best fade in all of college football. Marcus Freeman with one of the best fades in college football. Shout out to that brother. Coming back with Jeremiah Love and that Notre Dame defense, which is going to be a very, very tough defense because a lot of those guys that played last year were young. And a lot of those guys are now have a whole lot of experience. You just got to see what they're going to have at the quarterback position. And they're going to be going against Ted's favorite quarterback, Carson Beck.
Let me go first on this one, Brent.
No, I really want to hear yours on this. So, Coach Shawn, lead us off.
I'm going to give you one name in this game. One name and one name only. We all know Jeremiah Love, so that just be too obvious. Malachi Fields. One of the best receivers in the country, arguably right there with Ryan and Jeremiah. Malachi Fields. Notre Dame is going to dump truck Miami. You heard it here first. They're going to whip. They're going to put, they're going to put lashes to their asses. Period. I'm trying to tell you, Carson Beck, bro. Carson Beck down there worried about chicks getting his car stolen. He ain't worried no football, bro. They finna beat Miami. Trust me.
Tell them.
They're gonna beat Miami.
Go ahead, Jason. Tell us.
In South Beach.
You brought up a good point though. Be sharp. You brought up a good point. Their defense was legit last year. They were great in the trenches. They're going to be good in the trenches again. Just newsflash, that's what they do. They run the football. They've got a quarterback that can throw the football. And look, as much as I like Riley Leonard as a runner, I hated him as throwing the ball, right? Not only that, they added some receiving talent to the game. They're going to beat the brakes off of Miami.
Yeah.
I think that they're probably a little better defensively, but they were not good at all defensively last year. And you're not going to get a whole lot going against that secondary. And you're not going to have a whole lot of damn time to do it either, because that's what they do very well. I think that Marcus Freeman has figured out what this team is, and they do things the way that I think that they mirror who he is. That confidence level at Notre Dame right now is on a different level than we've seen in a long time, man. In a long time. I think that, look, if it doesn't work out with Brent Venables, I would hope to hell that was the first call that they make. Not that I think that he would necessarily move, but because it's a great situation for Marcus there, right?
Yeah.
But man, this guy is an up and coming. He's just a killer. The level of confidence that these guys have, and they play physical brand of football. Look,
that they do.
They didn't beat Georgia because they were just lighting it up offensively. They beat Georgia because they slugged their ass in the mouth. They did. They played Georgia football. Jeremiah Love, he was hurt. They had a lot of injuries. They had 6 guys injured against Georgia, and still came in there and beat their ass. Same thing with Penn State. 6 guys injured by the. I mean, and they gave Ohio State all they wanted. You know, they were within it. I mean, there was times that Ohio State would pull away, and then here they go coming right back. They're one of the favorites to me to win the whole thing, and I think that this is as wide open a season as I can remember in a long time, as far as the amount of teams that could win. I'm not sure that I'm ready to believe that this quarterback is going to be the guy, but I think you could be a placeholder here and be able to hit and be a thrower when they need you to, which I don't think you could really believe in their guy last year. I just don't. I mean, you know, he just wasn't a great passer. But if CJ Carr can hit and they've got better receivers, I'm already I was already a fan of Jaden Greathouse. He's a stud. They went out and they brought in some good receivers to go with him. They're always good at tight end. And coach, that offensive line is legit going to run your ass over. And they've got 5 dudes in the backfield, 5 different running backs led by Jeremiah Love that could kick your ass. I just think that they're going to play the right way. I'd be surprised if they lose a game, you know, this season. Aside from, I mean, you know, I guess I could see A&M, but it's going to be in South Bend. You know what I mean? And I don't trust USC for shit. That one's in South Bend. So
Miami, don't forget, Miami got Ruben Bain. He's a killer, and they got.
I do like Ruben Bain a lot. Yeah.
Thomas, right? They're gonna stay in the game for a minute, but I don't think Miami offensively is gonna be able to score with these guys, man. Notre Dame got a really talented team, man.
And one of the guys that I love the most, that I thought was one of the most underrated players in the state last year, Dylan Upshaw. He's gonna be playing for Miami. I need to see where he's on the depth chart. He plays wide receiver. Shout out to Phil.
I bet y'all don't know who's starting at center for Miami.
I have no idea.
A former Bama player.
Who is it?
Was it
James Brockermeyer?
Whoa, okay.
Oh, wow.
One of the Brockermeyer brothers.
Brockermeyer brothers.
Hey, your last name Brockenbriar, you got a brother for sure. You don't even have to ask.
Yeah, his brother was a former 5-star.
Jackson 3.
I don't know where.
Brockenmeyer boys.
Tommy Brockermeyer. No, is it Tommy?
Sounds like it.
Yeah, because I know one of them was the 5-star. The younger brother played center.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Go ahead, Tez.
I was just saying that Tommy Brockenmeyer sounds like a 5-star prospect. But you go ahead.
Oh yeah.
Born to play football, bro.
Absolutely.
And what make it so crazy, Tez? I had this discussion a long time ago about that class. I think that was he came in there with Jalen and what's my boy name? He played for Baylor too. God, dog, he played wide receiver. Kobe Prentice. All those guys that came in there with Jalen, Brockermeyer, and all those guys, they didn't pan out at Alabama. That was like one of our worst classes when you go back and look at it. That 2001 recruiting class. Yeah, it was 2001 and 2002. Whatever year Jalen came in, you look down that list, a lot of those guys did not end at Alabama. Pretty much every last one of them was gone. So, man, it was a sad situation. Even looking at it, I was like, damn, man, he not here. And yeah, but I have Notre Dame give my prediction on this game, man, because I pretty much have Notre Dame going in there, running the ball with the best running back in the country, Jeremiah Love. I expect Jeremiah Love to have 150 yard, 3 tubs, not 1, not 2, but 3 tubs, and running all over South Beach.
Too, man. He can run it from deep, man. That guy is a breakaway guy.
Yeah, I like Jeremiah Love a lot.
Yeah.
Everybody put y'all chat. I was gonna say put y'all chat. Put y'all predictions in the chat.
Coach is excited about his boys.
Give me y'all predictions.
Man, I'm gonna go with Notre Dame in this game. I don't think it's gonna be as bad of a shellacking as you guys have it. Probably if I had to pick a score in this game, I'm thinking around that 28 to 21 range.
Yeah, and I forgot to give a score, so I like that score.
Yeah, I think it's like 28-21 Notre Dame. I think the ability to run the football is going to be the difference. They're going to lean on that running back. CJ Carr is, a question mark in this game. We don't know what we're going to get from him. Carson Beck, and Brinsky calls him my favorite quarterback because he earned my respect last year in some of the plays that he made.
I don't think he was as bad as people acted like he was.
Yeah, he was getting trashed, and I'm like, no, he's actually playing pretty well. So I think they win. Miami wins the quarterback battle, I think, by a long shot. You're talking about a guy who would have came out this year. He's, probably second, third pick at least. So I think him himself, he's gonna be a count for 14 points on their end.
I think
it's 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I got 30-17. I like that score right there, but I believe Carson Beck played in that Notre Dame game. I believe Georgia beat Notre Dame.
No, I think Notre Dame's got a great secondary though. Leonard Moore is probably top 3 in the country.
Wait until next year's draft. He's gonna be one of those guys.
Yeah, and he's a measurables guy. I like measurables guys. He got the height, the weight. He looks like a prototypical corner. So that's gonna be an interesting game, man. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout. One thing that this will probably be the most packed game that Miami will play all year. This will probably be the only game that the fans are gonna show up for. It's probably gonna feel like a home game.
One time,
Notre Dame fan. I don't know. Maybe it depends. Is it a late kick? It depends. It's Miami.
Somebody put the time in the chat.
Right.
No, man. I have a hard time believing that they will show up.
I don't think they leave the state of they don't play an outside game like a month or something. I saw something crazy like that about Miami. Like they don't play a game outside for like a month or and a half, something crazy like that. But yeah, I think it's gonna be the 50-50 crowd. Notre Dame travels well. Part of the reason is because they're a national brand.
When they think they're good, especially when they're good,
Yeah, and they're a national brand, so there's Notre Dame fans everywhere, believe it or not.
That's the one program that can afford to stay. They can stay right where they are. They don't have to do nothing. There's no reason for them to join a conference. The people that are like, oh, they need to join a conference. No, they don't. They don't need to. They literally don't need to.
Yeah,
they made $110 million last year by not being in the conference.
That'd be the dumbest thing in the world.
Facts.
They're making all that money.
Hell yeah.
I just think that running game is when you, like Coach Sun said, when you can run the ball and play defense, man, it's tough to beat you. It's
a wonderful thing, ain't it, Coach? Whenever you can.
What's your prediction, Jason?
I think they're going to win pretty handily. I feel like I'll say 35-17.
I say 27. I say 27-17 Notre Dame.
Okay.
Before we get out of here, Brinsky, you gotta let me say one thing whenever you ready.
Please. Oh, you talking about when we doing the outro?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, no. Just before we say our channels and all that, I want to say.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I really appreciate like Bevo. I'm watching the chat. I get messed up and don't be paying no attention to the chat. I'm trying to get better with that. I see my brother Bevo down there, Texas fan. Respect his Texas jargon. Really like Bevo because he come in and represent his team, man. But Bevo, you got to let me put a little belt to your ass just for a quick second. Just a quick second, Bevo. Just a quick second because I like you. And if I didn't like you, I wouldn't pay your ass no attention. I like you. So let me put a little belt to your ass, a little lash right across your little cheeks. Let me explain something. I respect Texas, bro, because y'all are Texas, right? I'm happy to have y'all in the SEC because we are the toughest conference and everybody know that. But you starting to give me Tennessee vibes. I didn't know Texas fans was like that. I didn't. I thought y'all was kind of like Bama fans or Georgia fans. Like we know we good. We won every damn thing. We win so much that when you beat us, you storm the damn field and take the goal downtown type stuff, right? So I thought y'all was kind of like us. I'm starting to learn something about you Texas fans, man. You starting to give me Tennessee vibes. You know what I mean by Tennessee vibes? You talk and beat your chest and you hadn't won a damn thing. Like in the SEC, I know you think this is the Big 12. I get it. You're Big 12, blinders, right? But see, in the SEC, you can't talk until you win something, Bevo. I get it, bro. You have Big 12-itis, right? Where you just talk because you had a great season. No, in this conference, nobody gives a damn unless you win. LSU has won championships. Florida's won championships. Even Auburn has won championships. Georgia's won championships. And we talking about them the last 10, 15 years.
9 of them.
So Bama, they real Bama. But let me explain something to you, Bevo. Listen to me closely, Bevo. Alabama, the team that I support, that we support, two of these 4 people, has won 6 national championships. 6 in the last 16, 17 years, yep. Right? Your last championship, Ryan Williams wasn't even alive, Bevo. Your last championship, your last meaningful anything, half the freshmen and sophomores on our team wasn't even born.
Not a twinkle in their old man's eye.
I need to remind you of this. Your team won the same thing Alabama won. Not a damn thing last year. And the team that either win the SEC outside of us, which is Georgia, they whipped your ass. Not once, not twice, but 2 times. I'll just say that. 2, I'll stop there. And you had a schedule that included Colorado State, UTSA, whatever in the hell that is. Sound like a damn deodorant, right? Louisiana Monroe, team, you know what I'm saying? Mississippi State. You rib us for losing to Vanderbilt. Hell, you almost lost too, 27-24. So, brother, beat your chest, and I respect you, but beat your chest just a little more quietly, because your team ain't done a damn thing. They've done nothing. You beat Alabama at Alabama. Well, guess what? The year before, Alabama whipped your ass, beat you. I don't care how close the game was. Beat you at your home. Brother, your team hasn't won nothing with a weak-ass schedule. You didn't play LSU. You didn't play Texas. You didn't play You didn't play Ole Miss. You didn't play LSU. You didn't play Bama. You didn't play Tennessee. And you still couldn't get the job done. The best team on your schedule whipped your ass. So, Bevo, I like you, brother, but you're starting to give me Tennessee vibes. I'm done.
In other words, this is what he's saying, Bevo.
Yeah, you gotta win some in this league. Talk.
I didn't hear nothing.
Exactly.
I like Bevo. Don't get me wrong. I like Bevo.
No,
I respect that.
Let me do it again.
Didn't hear nothing.
It's not working with the flip.
You gotta win some, Bevo.
I'm pretty sure
you gotta win some, buddy. Let me give you the first rule of the SEC. You gotta win something, brother. And then people will listen to what you say.
So
you gotta win something.
This is what's funny about that, Coach. And it's like I always look at the coach. I look at the Texas schedule, and like I said, we talking about Sarkisian. Because if we go back, you got Sarkisian 13-3 last year, then you got 12-2, and this is Big 12 football we about to name here. These records we about to name,
right?
We got 8-5, 5-7, 7-3, 8-5.
Exactly. You're talking like you
7-6, 5-7, 2 years in a row.
He's won 10 games plus twice in a 12-year career, and we're acting like he's Nick Saban.
You hadn't won a national championship since 2005. That's, for those that can't count, that's 2 decades ago. Brother, you borderline
in high school.
You borderline as far as on the national stage, irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? They don't look at you like they look at Bama, Ohio State, Georgia. Your team had a good season in the SEC, and I applaud you for that. Y'all had a great season, but you hadn't won nothing, family, in this conference. No. Like I say,
they gave up 550 yards to Arizona State.
I give him a pass, Jason, because he has Big 12-itis, right? In the Big 12, that means something when you win a couple of games. In this conference, Bevo, in the SEC, you have to win the trophy to make people listen to you. It's okay, though. I'm going to teach you, Bevo.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's how you end the show right there. Oh, my goodness. Hey, back-to-back weeks, ladies and gentlemen. Back-to-back weeks by Coach Shawn with nice.
I love Belt
Where's
to ask
Jans when you need him? Where's Jans when you need him? Oh my God! What an awesome show, man!
Give me Tennessee vibes, man.
Coming in here, showing love. Appreciate everybody coming in, because hey, when the man go, I let him go, and that's why I said, man, Jans, we getting you on here next week.
We
getting you on here next week, and it's mandatory you be on here. because I haven't heard a rant all summer. And I need a good one. I need a good
one. Where the hell is he? Yeah.
Oh man,
that was
he's
good,
getting
though,
ready
right
for the NFL season. But of course, we are gonna let the guys shout out their channels, and we gonna get up out of here.
Yeah, from now on, when you catch me on Twitter and you acting goofy, I'm gonna hashtag Tennessee vibes. From now on now. I appreciate that, Coach Shawn. I needed that one in my arsenal.
I
You're giving me,
brother.
you're giving
I'm
me
gonna
Tennessee vibes
bring
right
it
now.
off of my. Can I bring it on for my soundboard? Can I use that?
Yes,
You're giving me Tennessee vibes right
Go
now.
ahead,
Bro.
do whatever.
Tennessee vibe.
Man, but yeah, you can find me at It's SEC Season here on YouTube, here on Twitter, and also my personal page is Codename Tez on Twitter. I got this email right here. I'm still trying to put this thing together for this college football pick'em for my channel over at It's SEC Season. If you go over there, subscribe. We're gonna be putting together a college football pick'em. Got all these guys in there, and we're gonna be giving away some pretty cool stuff. You've seen some of the little faceless content that I've been putting out. I got an announcement for you guys today. Tomorrow, Tuesday, we're going live. We're going live. SEC Live's first episode tomorrow. And
What time?
We're gonna aim for 7, maybe 7:30. Probably 7:30.
Go for 7, because I got a show.
Okay, well 7 then. But yeah, hopefully if we can get all these guys on there, man, anybody that wants to come, we gonna break it in, man. I'm calling it orientation for the first episode of SEC Live.
I like that.
I'll explain everything about how the channel and all the stuff I've been cooking up and how it works, show you guys some graphics and stuff. And then we gonna have a pretty dope segment and conversation about this upcoming season that we'll try to repeat every week. So yeah, if you're interested in something like that and you think it'll be fun, a good watch for you, man, subscribe to the channel. That way you won't miss it. And it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be a cool experience, man. Appreciate you, Brinsky, for having me. Coach Shawn, always a pleasure, man. Have you, man.
Likewise,
and Jason, man, listen, like I tell all Oklahoma fans, I appreciate you joining the SEC, but y'all could have kept the softball team, man. Like I had totally no clue. I forgot all about the softball team was coming with y'all. I was just focused on football.
Last year, though, they didn't win it.
Deadly.
I know, but I just know like
They're gonna be deadly this year. They're gonna be deadly this year. They brought in some legit. Yeah, they're legit. So I'm excited about them too. But man, hey, listen, right now that after the way that Oklahoma played in the football season last year, shit, man, we got to do something good. So I'm excited about Patty Gasso and company. But no, I appreciate you guys having me come in, man, for sure. It's always fun to hang out with you guys, and yeah, and Bevo. Come on, take your Tennessee vibes and run along now, because y'all haven't won a game against somebody with the same level of talent as you since that Alabama game. Just haven't done. That's 2 years, bro, and you lost 2 years in a row to Kalen DeBoer when he was at Washington.
That's true.
I mean, what are we talking about? But it is what it is. All right. No, man, I enjoy this, man. This is fun. And, you know, the belt to ass segment is pretty good. I enjoy it.
Elite.
Man. It's elite. It's elite, man. You guys
B2A Nation.
It's pretty good stuff. It's pretty good stuff.
Thanks, man.
Love it. But no, hey, appreciate you guys coming in, having me come in with you. It's Hall of Fame College Football. It's Hall of Fame College Football right here on YouTube. You can find me on Twitter, obviously at JW_HOF as well. Yeah, man, we're gearing up, man. We're doing morning shows. We're gonna actually start, so it'll be a 4th morning show for starting next week. I'm gonna be doing that with Marcus Dent, along with the other one. So tomorrow night we do our evening show. Actually, I'm gonna be on. It'll probably be a little later, probably like 7:30 or 8, or 8:30 Central Time, I should say. So get over there and check us out, man. We're getting close to 5,000 subs, man. We'd love to hit it. I think we're going to miss our goal, but
link is in the chat.
Appreciate that, man. I would love to have more subs, but the cool thing, I mean, you know, we're picking up a lot. We've gotten a lot of views more. I think, you know, I was under a little shadow ban for some haters for a while, but I think it seems like it's lifted because I'm getting a lot more views. And so I'm excited about it, man. It's going to be fun. It'll be fun. Hey, Coach Al, come see me, my man. Come see me. Yeah, Coach Al's my guy, man.
Yeah, love Coach Al, Coach Carl, all our Wu-Tang clan, man.
Yeah, Coach Carl. Coach Carl came on with me last week, man. We had fun.
Yeah,
we had fun.
A good time, man. Shout out to all these content creators. Support these guys, man. They have an awesome channel. And Bevo, it's all love, bro. I just had to let you, I respect you. I respect your school, bro. But you just do a little too much to have not won anything. You know what I mean? No disrespect. It's the only school I know that do that is that school up in Knox Hills. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. You know what I mean? Don't become that team, man. I respect Texas. Don't turn into them. You know what I mean? But much love to everybody out there. Thank you for tapping in, man. Please tap in with me if you guys get a chance. JMHO Sports Talk is just my humble opinion. Don't make it right, wrong, or indifferent. You know what I'm saying? Please tap in with me on Twitter and YouTube.
And of course, y'all, man, appreciate everybody coming on in here tonight. Shout out to all the guys, man, coming on in here. I knew it was gonna be an exciting show when Jason said he was gonna join on in here, man. Shout out to Coach Carl, Coach Al, Jance, Piano Man, Ty, Jay, PG. Shout out to PG. I haven't seen PG in a minute. Man, I'm forgetting Clint, Justin, man, KB, a whole bunch of people. Oh yeah, KB, man, so many folks, man.
Way outside.
Yeah, man. Appreciate everybody, man, because you guys, everybody do great content, man. Like I always say, man, we pretty much be cool with almost everybody, man. And we have no reason to hate on anybody, man. Everybody does great content. It's enough for everybody around. So, man, appreciate everybody showing love. If you on Twitter, come on over to the YouTube channel, subscribe. Only need one more sub for 1,100. I think we can get that before we get off. So make sure if you ain't subscribed to the channel, subscribe over here. I put all those guys' links in the chat for you to subscribe to them. They also gonna be in the description just for an easy click to come on over there and subscribe to their channels. And like I said, man, it's getting close to football time. Definitely gonna be bringing on the goal this season every week. We definitely gonna do these shows on Mondays and have everybody else. It'll probably be a little earlier. And also we're gonna have high school athletes that have amazing games or have amazing weeks and have them come on the show. So hopefully we'll have my athlete of the week, Jordan Holmes, on here this week. Real talented kid out of Pike Road High School in Pike Road, Alabama, man. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to his family.
Thanks.
And hopefully we'll have him on here really soon, man. Can't wait to talk to him, man. So definitely appreciate everybody. Like I said, subscribe to the channel, and we're gonna catch y'all on the next one. And oh yeah, definitely we haven't seen her in a minute. Miss Janet.
Yeah.
Hoping that she is good. Haven't heard from her in a minute.
Right.
Hope everything is all right. And can't wait to see her because football season is coming across.
Facts.
So we definitely need you on here as soon as possible, Miss Janet.
Shout out to Miss Janet. Yeah.
Shout out to her. Facts.
And of course, you already know, man. Always and forever and a day. F them. Don't care nothing about them. And y'all already know. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Roll damn Tide.